G'day my dudes, welcome back to my channel. I'm Average Dumpster. I did it. I ran a marathon in sub 3 hours. I released the race video last week and it's pretty nice, so you can go back and watch that now if you haven't seen it already. And I mean, I got interviewed on TV, so you know. Today's headline is this: 2 marathons in 4 weeks. Wait, what? I have to do that again? There's a bit of a recap. I ran my first marathon in October 2019. I ran my second marathon just the weekend before last, as you know. That's 4 years later, July 2023. And now my third marathon is 4 weeks after that. And now we're down to 3 weeks. Honestly, who scheduled this? So over the last few months, I've been making videos and documenting what I learned through my marathon training block. It was a proper 12-week training block, juicy, delicious, hearty training block. Now this time I have a very different mini 4-week training block, whereby I have to recover from one marathon, build quickly, and then taper for the next. Look, if you like this video, or you just like my smile, then consider liking this video, and also consider subscribing. I mean, it would help me a lot. Thanks, legend. Act 1, how to recover and train at the same time. I'll start with an overview. Week 1 is recovery. Week 2 will be recovery and build. Week 3 will just be build. Week 4 is tapering and the race week. And in kilometers, this is broadly what it equates to. Last week I did 40 Ks while recovering. And this week I'll look at doing 65 Ks. As I said, it's partly recovering and partly building those kilometers back up a little bit. Week 3 is just training, it's just the build. I'll do about 75 kilometers. And then in week 4, I'm only aiming to do 30 kilometers before the marathon of 42 kilometers. So it ends up being 72 kilometers that week. So week 1, recovery. I'll take you through what it was like last week. On Monday and Tuesday, I was immobile, i.e. I didn't move, I didn't leave the house. Here's a quick diagram of where I was feeling pain. That's right. By Wednesday, I was able to get out of the house. I went for a little walk. I even made it to the gym for an upper body session. Still in a bit of pain. By Thursday, I did a 6K. Legs were still feeling it. Friday we moved to a 13K. I was happy with that, but still pinching in the hips a little. Saturday was fun. I paced my little sister for her first sub 30-minute 5K at a park run, and I was very, very proud of that. And then on Sunday, we hit the trails. Hello mate, what are we doing here?
Hello, we're going for a trail run in trail shoes.
There's normal shoes.
Oh, well, I'm not very good at it. It's 7-kilometer loop, and we're going to do it 3 times. And by we, I mean not me.
Okay, cool, thanks, bye.
17 shots.
Okay, trail running is awesome, but it is hard. We're out here 1 week after the marathon, trying to train for Uluru, the different ground. So we're strapped on our trail shoes and we're out in the rainforest. It's called the Goat Loop. We're only half a lap through, but there's some mighty hills in here. So this is a very good, different type of training to get us a bit fitter and feeling it a bit. Talk to you soon. Finished round 1 of the goat track, and the trail run is super fun. I really enjoyed it, but the ups and downs are, I mean, I think they're good hills. They're a little bit tricky and drains the energy, but keen for round 2. Can I give you
I was a bit speedier.
You were, that's fair. And what can we do?
Thank you.
Good luck for round 2.
Round two.
Who's up for round 2?
I'll race you.
Finish! Trail shoes. Oh, they look so sick. It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
How'd you go second time?
groin and hip are sore.
Oh, really? How's ankle with tape?
Ankle's right. Ankle's feeling fine. It held up pretty well. A little bit sore from last weekend.
Why? What happened last weekend?
So weeks 2 and 3 are recovery and then a very quick build. Now I haven't mapped out in detail what I'm going to do over the next 2 weeks, but here are some of the principles that I'll be sticking by. So I have to build the mileage up a little bit, but at the same time I'll be keeping the training pretty low intensity. So no major speed sessions or big hill sessions where it really gets the heart rate up too much. A lot of stretching and mobility, with a huge focus on my knees to prevent the injuries that happened last time, as well as my hips and my ankles, which play into the knees a lot. And strength training with big focus on my legs, strengthening the quads and the hammies and the calves, again to protect my legs. So then we're already up to week 4, which is tapering and the race week itself. Already it will be time for the wind down. So there'll be a few runs only, a shakeout run that's organised as part of our itinerary in Uluru, high carbs all week, and then a big carb loading dinner, also part of our itinerary, and lots of stretching all week, but particularly right before race day. If you have any questions about what I'm doing in my 4-week block, let me know in the comments below. And if you've done a couple of endurance events back to back or really close together, let me know your tips. It'd be really helpful. Act 2, a marathon in the Australian Outback. We chose the Australian Outback Marathon for the experience, the opportunity to go to the spiritual heart of Australia and then do a running event at the same time with views of a natural wonder. Sounded pretty special. There'll be some challenges. Compared to Gold Coast, there'll be soft, sandy, red dirt paths. The course is windy, off-road and exposed to the sun. It's going to be freezing cold in the morning, and then it's going to heat up a fair bit during the race. So, this is how I'm adapting. A hat to protect my face from the sun, switching from my beautiful Asics race shoes to trail shoes, adding cramp fix, little liquid shots of the devil's juice, just to avoid the same thing that happened to me at Gold Coast. And it's going to be hotter there, so the likelihood of cramping is much higher. More nutrition, and a slower pace. I aimed to do 3:55s at Gold Coast. Didn't end up making that pace and averaged at 4:02s. But this time, my aim is to set out between 4 and 4:15s, hold it for the whole race. The reason I'm giving myself flexibility is because of all the unknowns. And I'm also not as steadfast on a time. So I'm just hoping to run a really, really solid race and enjoy the experience. Act 3, my race calendar. So as I've been going on about, at the end of July, I have the Uluru Marathon. That'll be my last marathon for the year, thank goodness. If we fast forward to August, on the 13th, I'm going to Sydney and doing the City to Surf. It's a fantastic, quite hilly run, 14K from central Sydney, from Hyde Park, all the way winding to Bondi Beach. Really nice run, did it last year. Then we're actually flying off to the US. And of course, we're just on holiday, we're there for a wedding, but me being me, I found myself a race to do. So in Arizona, there's a 10K trail race that I'll be doing called Groovin' in the Aspens. It sounds fantastic. September, I actually have nothing scheduled. Fast forward to October, and I'm just going to my hometown, Brisbane, and doing the Bridge to Brisbane. Just over a couple of bridges in the city, a 10K run, real nice. On the 4th or 5th of November, I have the Noosa Triathlon. So it's an Olympic distance with 1.5K swimming, a 40K bike ride, and a 10K run. Which means I should probably start training for a triathlon after this marathon, but I'll get to that. last event scheduled for the year is either the 2nd or 3rd of December, called the GC50, just ending the year with a nice local event, and I'll either do the 12k or the 25k. Either way, it's along the coast and it's beautiful. So that's my race calendar for the year. Let me know what races you're doing in the comments below. I'd be really interested in hearing about all the different races all over the world. Look, that's it from me today. I just have 3 acts, a few updates, and that's it. But it was good to talk to you, and I will see you next week.